Okay, please don't come out. Don't.
What conservative parents in the South say to their...
Please, God, don't come out. Stay in that closet until you graduate.
Oh my God, it's like that shooter where the dad was like...
Oh, I'm glad my son wasn't
I was
gay.
wondering at first what he was doing at a gay club. Wow, man, you really got your
worried.
priorities straight. How about you go snort some more cocaine and then...
I'm sorry, it was math. It was math.
Oh.
He said math. Okay. He's also on an
wow,
episode
the
of...
wave vibes are crazy. It's because the mics are much closer now.
Ooh.
No holding back.
All right, Tory, say something.
Remember when we were supposed to have a podcast? Podcast. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the LEM'n'TEA podcast, episode 23. Right? Yes. Oh my God.
Yes, because the last one was 22, and God, I didn't I know we've gotten past 20 at this point, obviously, but it doesn't feel like it, and I just keep thinking, oh, it's 20, it's 20, it's fucking 23.
Yeah. Siri, play 23 by IU.
Yes.
I don't have Siri.
God damn it.
Yeah. Well, I made someone's Siri go off, maybe.
Siri. Oh, that's a good idea.
Hey, Alexa.
Shit.
Play
Hudson Mohawk or whatever the fuck that guy's name is.
What?
You know that fucking TikTok trend where it's like...
Oh, that's...
Yeah.
Yeah. I learned about it from fake TikTok.
Fucking stupid song.
Yeah.
I hate that fucking song.
But anyway, welcome to the LEM'n'TEA podcast. I'm Tory, this is Lewis, and we are on episode 23 of this program. And it is our entire 1 year anniversary of doing this show.
That is really... It's
crazy, isn't it?
It is very crazy.
Yeah.
I was just telling you, I have a lot of hobbies that I just kind of, give up on. This is something that I, for now, that I haven't given up on.
Okay, well, for now, guys, there's a stopping point.
Listen, it's time to stop.
It's time to stop.
No, I'm a bad speaker, so I don't know how to say things properly. But yeah, it's been awesome. It's been awesome. And it's been really consistent and holy shit, man.
Despite all obstacles like getting COVID or having a son get COVID or COVID in general.
Fucking COVID. Nobody knows this. Maybe we usually say something about it. But COVID has fucking paused the show so fucking many times.
COVID or just general sickness. I was sick for a lot of the beginning of the year this year. For some reason, I was down with the sickness, but it's kind of amazing.
Take it easy
actually,
there, David Draymond.
Yeah, despite all that, we've got almost when you count it out to 23, with there being 52 weeks in a year, that we've got an episode for every other week as we wanted to do, and Scuff Fiver. So technically, this is episode 24. If we really want to
stretch it.
Yeah. I mean, there will be an episode 24. There'll be a Christmas episode like everybody wants.
Isn't that great? It's episode 24, on Christmas Eve.
Oh my God. That is so cool. I didn't even think of that. Aw.
Damn it. If only
things work out
if it was 25, it'd be fucking perfect.
We could
release it on the 24th. It might have to be.
Maybe, because 24th is what, a Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Maybe. But yeah, no, I think... I mean, I've said this before, but I think it helps that we are each other's accountability buddies in this. And it's there is this another person involved in this thing where it's I say group project, which makes me kind of cringe because nobody likes group projects. And if you did, you're a liar. But the point of a group project is it's not just about you and you're there's other people at stake with it and stuff. So I think that also helps that this isn't just a solo venture for either of us. So
yes, yeah,
that motivation helps.
It's nice to have somebody who, like you said, you don't want to disappoint. And aside from that, it's just been fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's been very fun.
It's just been a great time.
Yeah, and I'm never gonna talk about the Grammys again. Still, if that's my one
you might wanna.
That's my one Only if BTS wins.
Oh god.
That's my one takeaway from any lesson learned for the podcast.
You beat yourself up so much about that fucking segment. Like, it wasn't even that long. What are you talking about?
I felt like it was long. Well, the main thing with it is like I'm going to talk about another award show that I actually do kind of care about, just because I care about the people involved in it. But like, I don't care about most of the people who were nominated for the Grammys. I don't care about the Grammys themselves. So I think it's that where it's like, why am I suddenly devoting all my time to this thing that I don't care about? And so I think that's why I keep being like, that was stupid or whatever. So
because, obviously we plan for stuff. We're
much better at planning now. I think that we've got that part pretty much down, because the first few episodes we were just like, I don't know.
We'll just say whatever we want.
Yeah.
Wrote shit on the doc. It wasn't like clearly lined out. Like, it was just like a word like pussy or I don't know.
I'm getting ripped tonight. Hey, that is still written on the doc.
On the doc.
Where it was, I think there's like a note about it'll probably come up, and it never has.
Nope, never has.
It's because it came up originally because of what I consider to be, if not a viral YouTube short, it should have been, of Momo from Twice during their Scientist song promo period, where she's wearing this pink getup and is like sensational, and it's this song the name of which I'm not gonna say.
Oh yes, I remember.
Because I wanted to know the song, and I was like searching by lyrics, and then it came up with the name of the song, and I'm like, oh, well, that tracks. So we wrote that on the doc because it was supposed to be some kind of running joke or running thing, like hello Wonho is hello Wonho.
Hello Wonho. Hey.
Another consistent thing we actually have consistently done, kind of. We've at least had him here. But yeah, so I'm getting ripped tonight never was a thing that like... No,
it never came up. We never really explained it or did anything with it.
I think we did a little bit, but again, that was like early on. But yeah, Wonho's been a constant guiding light here. The real Wonho, by the time this episode comes out, is in the South Korean military for his required 21 months of service. So... But before he enlisted, before he enlisted, he became a Calvin Klein model, and I think the world is better off for it. I'm better off for it.
I will be buying Calvin Klein this holiday season.
Yeah, he'll boost sales like no other. Oof. But yeah, no, I think we've learned a lot. Definitely a lot, like trial by fire sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. You don't know how difficult it actually is until you actually do it. It's the same thing with streaming. Like streaming, before like I was a streamer, I was like, oh yeah, it seems cool. Like I'll just get on and play these games that I already play. Like how hard could it be? No, it's fucking hard. And so is this. Like we have to like figure out the technical problems. Like we don't have anyone to do that for us. We have to figure that shit out. We have to figure out the shit with the uploads. Like it's been pretty quick lately. Yeah. So like maybe that's resolved, but I
still don't understand why it took so long for whatever reason on like it's not like you have dial-up or anything. Like you have good internet,
I got like the best internet that you could get.
But it took a day for an HD upload to render for reasons.
No fucking clue.
So that hasn't happened recently, but
no, it's been fantastic. Actually,
thank you, Susan.
Like it's been like 4 hours, maybe.
Yeah.
Sometimes faster. That's incredible.
Thank you, Susan.
But Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Anyways, we troubleshoot. We're IT. You're
the primo editor.
I edit.
When I'm not in grad school, I do TikTok. I haven't done one for so long. I feel horrible about it.
Don't feel horrible, first of all.
But
you're doing something incredible.
Yeah, so
and you need time.
Yeah, and I have to learn. I mean, I'm still learning with TikTok also. Mm-hmm. Like there's things that I think I can Google search and people will be like, I'm also experiencing this problem. It's like, oh no, it's just a me problem, I guess. I
mean, that does happen. That does happen, but I mean, like more often than not, you're gonna find somebody that has run into the same issue, and usually it's a pretty decent, easy fix.
Yeah. So when I have more time to commit, I will commit myself to being a better TikToker for you all. What everybody wants.
Listen, I don't want to play this ping pong.
I just want to film a TikTok, a ding dong.
We'll get there.
But yeah, so when I'm done with school in March, I got 4 more months left. I'll devote myself to being a true TikToker. Isn't it scary to think that there's some kids who will grow up and say, when I grow up, I want to be like an influencer, or I want to be like, I can't even think of a TikTok person. I really can't. So, but I want to, it's just not scary, but it's just sort of like.
No, because it's influencers are just entertainers.
So to an extent.
They're like
the ones who actually go out of their way to try to entertain and make like original stuff, and then there are ones who just get famous off of like dance.
Influencers
covers.
Are the new celebrity.
Famous for doing nothing, like the Paris Hilton, Kim Kardashian sort of type.
Well,
they technically weren't famous for nothing, but
not just them. Like anyone who has a social media presence can be an influencer, right?
Yeah.
So it's another form of entertainment. Usually they're making some sort of content, whether it's a podcast or like, I don't know, like daily content, news, whatever. So no, I think that'd be actually pretty dope.
Meanwhile, we are working to get to 30. Help us get to 30 subscribers by the end of the year, please. We are so close.
We're grown-ass people,
so close.
And we want to be...
We want a number of subscribers that reflects us. As a 30-year-old, I would like to see the number 30. And then if it goes on from there, I will never reference it with my age again. But for the purpose of this pitch, please make my age match our subscriber count. Please and thank you. Was that a desperate enough plea? I think it was.
It was a pitch and a half.
It was.
Wow.
It was pathetic.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just a bit.
But we like pathetic. Okay, pathetic works sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
I mean,
want to know something pathetic? I'm gonna confess something here.
Go ahead.
I used to do this for my own YouTube channel, so this isn't something new.
Okay.
Back when I used to promote on my YouTube channel, I have a folder of screenshots of every episode of ours to make sure that I don't wear the same outfit twice.
That is very fucked up. I have definitely worn several outfits many times.
I don't know what it is, but I think for me, when I was making videos on my own on YouTube, it was so I could kind of tell as I was editing what that was for, and I didn't get them confused because I'm easily confused, I guess. But yeah, no, I take screenshots of every episode. Welcome to the pathetic cast.
Oh my God. I didn't realize you had never worn something twice.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's really, it doesn't benefit anybody but me, especially since this is not required to be a visual experience for people.
If I had more clothing, I would definitely attempt it, but holy shit.
Yeah, that was my pathetic confession while we're on the train of pathetic confessions. So,
Tory.
ta-da!
Tory, what the fuck?
I don't know. I care what people think, I guess. I don't know. You're getting to know the real us. It's been a year. I don't have to pretend anymore.
Damn.
That's my confession.
Okay. So. Relax. Okay.
Zen.
People will think what they think.
Yes.
Regardless.
Yep.
Okay?
That's true.
We can't control that.
Nope.
And you don't look bad.
I don't think I do. I just don't like repeating. I don't know.
Okay.
But like I said, I've been like this since my own YouTube channel.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right. Well.
But anyway.
Hello for the screenshot.
Hello.
Screenshot. I'm going to start putting that in the videos.
What?
Screenshot time.
No. I usually get my screenshots from the intro, so.
Okay, I'll put it in the intro.
Just because I'm not gonna go to like the 1 hour 40-minute mark.
No, I'll start putting it in the intro. It's fine.
No. Thanks.
I won't do that.
All right.
I won't.
So anyway, but yeah, so like, as somebody who is a current streamer or person who does like video stuff outside of this podcast, I'm sure there's pros and cons between the two, but streaming. I remember you left me alone with your stream for like 2 minutes while you were getting something out of your car, and I was like, I have to talk for 2 minutes by myself. Yeah. Like that's really hard, and I can't imagine doing that and then also like paying attention to a game and then also paying attention to the chat or whatever.
It is. It's really hard, and I don't even have I don't have a chat. Like, I don't have a high number of viewers. You know what I mean? So like, it's easier for me because usually it's people that I know, and maybe a random person here or there, but like. These entertainers that have a lot more, it's got to be like really fucking nerve-wracking. Yeah. Like to have, I don't know, tens of thousands of people watching you.
That's a lot of pressure.
That is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You want to hear a pathetic confession of mine.
Yeah, for the pathetic cast. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I was on stream once, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I joined this that stream team that I joined over the summer, which is no longer.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh.
Somebody from that team raided me.
Okay.
Okay. A raid is when like you send your chat.
Yeah.
Over to someone else.
Yep.
Okay. It was like 15 people. I was like bugging out.
Oh.
I didn't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
And I felt bad about it because I'm like, it's not that many people. That's not what I meant. So what I mean is like, it shouldn't be too alarming for me.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I've never had that many people watching me at once. I
yeah.
guess. So it's like.
So it can be. I mean, there's different degrees of alarming for different things. So.
It was a little bit pathetic for me.
Yeah. Well.
I felt kind of ashamed.
No, you mean you gotta, you gotta start somewhere. Mm-hmm. And like I said, the perception is different. Like, I'm sure that people who are getting the thousands of viewers probably thought at the time that 15 was also an intimidating number. It's all perspective.
Good way to think of it. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. So yeah, 1 year, it's incredible. I think it's been kind of a crazy fucking year for a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like we all thought that like 2020 would have been like the height of crazy, right? I feel like every year tries to top that.
I'm like on a personal level, 2022 has been actually very good to me because last year was trash. It was horrible. Like it was probably my worst like personal year in a very long time.
Yeah, I know.
So, and then like when the podcast started happening, and that was actually a good it was a good distractor from all the stupid crap happening in my life too. So. Yay! It came at a good time.
Mental health.
It was one of my high points of 2021, which sounds not super great since I'm setting the bar pretty low, but like I think it would have been like even for 2022, where I think this year is so great. I think the fact that we've been doing this consistently is also a high point of my year. So
yeah, me too. It's like I said, I just I'm grateful to be doing it. Yeah. I can't believe we've done so many.
I know.
Because it hasn't really felt like a forced thing. You know what I mean? Like you come in and you
we have lives after this too, so that's nice.
Yeah. So like, what I mean is that like the episodes kind of seem kind of effortless in that.
Yeah.
So, like, they just kind of come together. We figure out what we want to talk about. Usually it's something that just happened. We try to keep as up to date as possible. Yeah. Which may not seem like it's up to date because we release these
a week after we record.
A week after, but
because we have lives, like I said,
lives.
Just the way things happen. Right. So,
but it's kind of been very easy to get into every subject. So
yeah. So yeah, there's an ease about it, which is good. We're not like being or doing or talking about something that we normally wouldn't anyway. So
yeah.
So that also helps. But
it does. That means it's been probably more than a year at this point since we did that K-pop stream.
Oh, the K-pop stream.
The fucking chart.
We should redo that chart now that you are like you're much more in the know of the K-pop world than you were a year ago, which is crazy.
Yeah, I'm curious to see who I would know and like where I would put them up.
Yeah, I want to compare. I think it'd be fun. And that's how we got to know Wonho also.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, a lot of good came from that K-pop ranking stream.
It was cool. It was really neat.
And miraculously, our lights have stayed lit for the entire year.
Get lit.
Not as lit, but they are still lit. Get lit.
Playboy Cardi, die lit.
Yeah, so like whether you've been watching from the low of the Grammy episode to the high of us talking about Elon Musk last time, thanks for all the views. YouTube recommended algorithm thing.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Yeah, that was awesome. I really liked that. That was cool.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is still a piece of shit.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we don't have much more to talk about this time because
well, No, he's still.
It's just the same old, really.
Same old piece of shit being a piece of shit. Do you have any more to say on the 1 year?
Just thank you. I want to keep doing this for, as long as we can.
Yeah.
So I like it, and I want to see it grow. And when I'm, like I said, when I'm done with school, I want to help make it the best it can be.
That's awesome.
Grad school's really limiting.
But you're getting through it.
Yes.
This is the roughest time. I mean, you're like right at the finish line.
So close. So this has been great. I'm glad we decided to do this and did that random K-pop ranking stream on your channel because it spurred this.
It did. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We'll definitely do it again.
Oh yeah.
And happy 1 year.
Happy 1 year. Woohoo!
Hooray! All right, let's talk about. Oh God, is that the first fucking thing?
We don't have to. You can. You know what? This is our show. We've been doing it for a year. We go whatever order we want.
What order do you want to go in?
I don't know. I kind of want to start with something a little more positive before we get into all like the kind of negative stuff.
Sure.
I wrote a thing on there that we're not going to talk about because I didn't watch that.
Oh, okay, yeah, we'll save that, right?
Sure, whatever.
Okay. Sure, whatever.
The YouTube recap, music recap, which they made it really hard to find YouTube. I don't really understand why. It shows up on my front page now, but like before, you were like, yeah, you have to go into your
because technically they weren't being like advertised as out yet, but they were there.
They shouldn't have had it available out.
You're right. Okay, listen, I don't make the rules. Okay.
Yeah, and I know there was some debate about like the legitimacy because like, hey guys, we're 30-year-olds and we use YouTube Music. We don't use Spotify. And if you don't like that, then go find a Gen Z podcast, I guess. Because
wow, what are you doing here?
Because since those comments on our TikTok video about how I use YouTube Music,
you're so pissed.
Not pissed. I was just like, I didn't realize there was such a like, I don't know, a cultural divide or whatever. Like, who uses YouTube Music? Like,
I don't think it's as cultural as you think it is. I think like most people probably use Spotify, and
that's fine. But like, I already pay for YouTube Premium. I pay for YouTube. Okay, we'll put that out there now.
Put that together.
I don't have to watch ads. Ha ha ha. And so like, while I already have YouTube Premium, I have YouTube Music. I'm not paying for Spotify. Like, it's the same. It's the same thing.
That was
to me. But
that was my thought process. I think at the time probably you could get away with saying like Spotify had just more music.
I'm sure that's still the case for some.
Yeah, it's probably still the case. But I know that YouTube Music has gotten a lot better. Like, you can find actual fucking K-pop on YouTube on YouTube Music. And before, when it was just Google Music or Google Play Music, you couldn't find all that K-pop. Like, you really couldn't. It didn't exist on it. It's come a long way.
It's not perfect. But
they hide the shuffle button. Like, I don't understand. Why would you do that? It makes it
Susan, thank you for letting us render things in HD quicker, but like, why did you hide the shuffle button? I'm assuming anything YouTube is on her domain. She knows all. She's like Oz. So
sure.
So whatever. But anyway, so for like a day and a half, the YouTube recap, music recap was hidden, and now it's available on your front page.
Woo, score.
So, and I know mine's not as accurate as I'd want it to be, only because I didn't listen to a lot of music because of school. Because I think I did math, and I did like, it said how many minutes I listened of music I listened to.
I did the math too. It's actually really cool.
What was yours?
In minutes, it was 45,008. No, 40,080.
Holy crap!
Which is like 750 hours, which is like 33 days.
Holy shit! Yeah, mine equated to 5.5 days, which was pathetic. So it's not representative of what I would want it to be. Like, I listen to like my iPod. I have an iPod, guys. I have an iPod. It's not an iPod Touch. It's just an iPod. Okay, all right.
I listen to my iPod.
So I do listen to more music. It's just not always on YouTube Music. Sorry about it.
I listen to my iPod.
I do. Here, I'll get my iPod.
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah. Here's my iPod. Look at this relic. Ooh.
Oh boy.
Very nice. Anyway.
Take that.
But anyway.
Was that a rose gold iPod?
Yes, it was.
That's nice.
Yeah. Such a nice color.
Gold. It's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so mine was only 8,543 minutes of music, which
I don't think it's anything to be ashamed of. You listen to music, you're winning. Okay.
Yeah.
You're on top of the world.
So who was your top artist?
I actually have to look into that. I know what it is, but I want to make sure that I'm accurate here. Hang on.
Mine was Big Bang, Stream Still Life by Big Bang.
Big Bang. Small Bang.
Bing Bong.
Bing Bong.
Fuck your life.
Fuck your life.
Hey, remember when everybody was quoting that? And then we all stopped.
All right. Yours was Big Bang, right?
Yep.
My top artist was Coheed and Cambria.
That is not a surprise.
I'm wearing a fucking shirt right now.
Representing.
Yeah. You want to go down your list?
Sure. Well, my number 1 was Big Bang. Number 2 was Dreamcatcher. Number 3 was Soft Cult. Number 4 was The Gazette. And number 5 was Nujabes, which...
I know all of those, and I like all of those.
Yeah.
Soft Cult's really good, too.
Yeah, I love them. I only learned about them this year, too. So I dove straight into the Soft Cult land. It's actually easy because they only have like 15, 16 songs. So
it's kind of impressive. They only came out like
a couple of years ago.
Like 2020, I think.
Yeah. They were the bright spot of 2020, little did I know. But
the reason I know about them is because you have some of their songs on this playlist that we made for that road trip.
Yes, the Dreamcatcher road trip, which we renamed the playlist several times. It's now called the Freshly Squeezed playlist. So
good job on that. This song that keeps coming up from them on my shuffle, because my shuffle is fucking cursed.
You want Dreamcatcher? Who wants some again? Want some of The Weeknd from Dawn FM specifically? Yeah.
Uzumaki.
I love Uzumaki.
Good song.
Yeah.
It came on when I was shopping today. So
nice. So who were your top 5 artists besides Coheed?
Coheed's number 1, and then number 2 is The Weeknd. Number 3 is Kendrick Lamar. Number 4 is Dreamcatcher, and number 5 is Twice. I
have to ask though, because since I literally just said this, do you think that The Weeknd being number 2 is a accurate reflection, or do you think it's because on the shuffle, Dawn FM, like any given song?
It was because of the shuffle, but I also really love The Weeknd. So it's like I would still probably have him on this rotation somehow. I don't know if
maybe
I would
not
have him
number
2. But,
love you, Weeknd.
But I do love the dude. Yeah, he's got great discography. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm really surprised by this list. It's basically spot on.
My song one though is out of control weird. So like my top 5 tracks.
Your top 5 tracks, okay?
Because number 1 is Still Life by Big Bang, which apparently it tells you how much you listened to your top track, and I listened to it 96 times. I can tell you now that as of the 2 or so days ago when I took the screenshot, it's at least 2 times more that I've listened to it. But I didn't think I listened to it 96 times. That's insane. Number 2, so like something about my YouTube music is cursed because you can also watch videos on YouTube music, which I've always found very strange.
Yes.
Because that like negates the point of YouTube kind of. And so there was a time where like I was just getting a ton of like Blackpink spam in my YouTube shorts, including this one that is apparently that I've never watched in full called Find the Members Part 2 hashtag FYP hashtag Blackpink hashtag Lisa. And literally I watched like a second of it. And if you watch it for even a second, sometimes YouTube is just like, hey, let's just keep showing you that over and over and over again. And it's annoying.
Yes.
And it's just like one of the Blackpink members doing the dance to Pink Venom, and someone green screened them to a backdrop of like an overpass. It's like really weird.
It's really bizarre because I actually watched it after that. And hopefully it won't show up in my fucking thing.
My number 3 was Ginga Mingo Yo by Billy because of Suki. She went viral for her 500 facial expressions. Tomboy by G Idol, which I'm not surprised about.
That one actually, I'm glad that was on your list. It made me fucking smile so much.
And then number 5 was Unholy by Sam Smith and Kim Petras because
Ooh.
I heard that song from fake TikTok and now I'm obsessed with it. I think it's very good. And I like Sam Smith, so.
I like Sam Smith too.
There you go.
I haven't heard it, and I'll probably look into it because I'm
surprised. It's a really popular TikTok sound.
Sorry, I've heard it on TikTok. I have not listened to the full
one. Yeah, it's good.
I'll be honest, it's kind of annoying me because of how frequent it is. So I don't know if I'll ever have a good impression of it right now.
I know, I understand. What were your top 5 tracks?
Sure. My top track was "I Can't Stop Me" by Twice.
That's your favorite, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Nice.
That's the reason. The reason why I like Twice so much is because of the song. This is like my all-time favorite song from them, and that's why I started really liking them at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, I mean, 80s synths. I mean, they're enough to draw anybody in. I think.
Absolutely.
Including me. So.
Okay. I listened to it 232 times.
Holy shit! Oh my god. I mean, you have to take into account that this is the entire year, but that's literally like less than every other day that you were listening to "I Can't Stop Me." That's incredible. You're really dedicated.
When I like something, I fucking like something.
Are you like me? Do you like run it into the ground to death until you're sick of it? Yeah. I hate that I do that, but I'm like,
yes,
I have to do. It's like how I was with the Thai BL I talked about before. I haven't run it into the ground yet, but I'm like, I can feel myself getting close to it. I'm like,
yeah.
I can't stop me. So
that's why I like it so much. It describes my every fucking being, everything I do. That's why I fucking like. I'm on that like that Batman kick right now.
Yeah.
Like I'm running that into the ground. I'm like figuring out all the fucking things about Bruce Wayne, like reading all the shit about all the characters. Like
I'm like that with food too. Like it just everything in my life. It's like,
oh god,
I can't I can't
stop
take it. I can't take it in moderation.
I asked for a 20-pack of Gushers today. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm the same fucking way.
Perfect. But anyway, so yeah, what were your other most played tracks?
Sure. It doesn't tell me the numbers for.
I know. I wish it did.
I really do.
Yeah.
Number 2. This is be no surprise. Maison.
Yep.
Maison. Yep. Number 3. Comatose by Coheed and Cambria. Number 4. The Liars Club by Coheed and Cambria, same album. And then number 5 is kind of confusing. Great song. I love this fucking song. I didn't think I played it that much. It's I Like That by T-Pain and Kalani. Great song. Fucking like fantastic song. I love that song.
That's why I wish it would tell you how many times you've listened to the
I must have fucking
the other songs, or like how many times you listen to songs from like your top 5 artists or whatever.
There must be a way to find this information. Like,
hey, Susan, we're talking to you.
We want stats.
Stat.
Do you want to go over your most listened to genres?
I don't understand the genre thing. I really don't. I don't know. Yeah, we can. Yes.
Sure.
Because like mine was, it's not even just K-pop. It's Korea EDM, which I don't know.
I don't know why it's that. But...
So subdivided, and then it's Japanese rock, Japanese indie, pop music, and Korean R&B/soul/ballads, which are not the same. There is R&B. There are ballads. We are not the same.
We're not the same.
I don't like Korean ballads. I think they all sound the same. So they do. It's either like this like orchestral swell of like
maybe
string
they considered
instruments.
Still Life a ballad.
No. Well, it's like it's a vocal song, but I guess it's. I see when I think ballad, I think of like, I don't know, like Titanic.
I know what
Titanic
think of,
music or whatever, but yeah, Korean ballads are always like this orchestral swell with like violins and other string instruments, or like this piano lead up or whatever. And there's like I don't know. I guess Still Life could be considered a ballad, but I don't consider it. Maybe if that's really what the case, if that's the case, and that makes up my top 5, my 96 listens of Still Life probably contributed to that. So
yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's probably, maybe it's that.
Maybe. But
would you like to read through the percentages from bottom to top?
Sure.
Okay.
Mine were really low, which is why it's so funny that these are like my top 5. Because like, so my number 5 was only 3%. So
okay.
That's where I'm starting.
3%.
Yeah. My number 4 of pop music was 4%. Japanese indie was 5%. Japanese rock was 7%, and Korea EDM was 17%. So like, it's very low percentages. I guess I don't know. Everything else I listen to falls into a 2% field. I don't know.
Okay.
But whatever. Because like you add those up, it doesn't even make like.
I think some of these songs are just really hard to classify. Maybe.
Hey Spotify. I mean not Hey Spotify. Hey Susan.
Hey Susan.
Hey.
First name basis now.
Classify your music. All right, sorry. Anyway,
sure.
What about you?
Okay, from the bottom. Okay, number 5.
Started from the bottom.
rock music at 7%.
That's your boss. See, that's my second most.
4, indie music, 10%.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, rhythm and blues, 11%. Number 2, hip hop music, 19%.
Mm-hmm.
And number 1, Korea EDM,
Oh.
24%.
Ooh.
And you know what that was? That was 232 plays of Twice's I Can't Stop
And
Me.
however many plays of Maison. Is that
Right.
maybe? I don't know if that's EDM. Maybe that would contribute more to whatever. I don't know. I don't know how the classifications work. But
I think Korea EDM is maybe how they classify K-pop. Because
they should just say K-pop.
I don't fucking make the rules.
whatever.
Okay,
I know.
Susan
makes the rules.
Susan.
Hey, Susan.
So, anyways, that was pretty
Yeah.
interesting.
And then it gave all these other like demographic things for things
Yeah.
that like I don't know. It was just sort of whatever. Like if I'm always looking for the next big thing or deep cuts or how much of my music was amped versus how much was chill. It's like odd stats to me, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Listen, I listened to NMix when they had only 62 million streams.
Oh, you have that in your thingy? I didn't get that from me. You had an underdog stat.
I start them. I start the trends.
Oh, trend starter. Yeah, and I also have the music personality of the alt explorer, whatever that means.
I got the Beats boss.
Oh, you're a beats boss. Nice.
I don't know what that means.
You're a boss with the beats,
Okay.
I guess.
Cool.
What else would it mean?
I have no fucking clue. But anyways, that was the recap.
Yeah, and it's interesting. And I've been seeing some from people on Twitter for their Spotify ones, and I don't know, it's neat. Because, like...
It is. I love that kind of shit.
Yeah, I feel like time passes by so strangely now since the COVID days of 2020 that, like... I don't know. Like I said, would you have ever expected that you listened to I Can't Stop Me upwards of 200 times? Probably not in the perspective of things.
No.
So,
I guess not.
right? Like, I don't know. Like, if like before YouTube were to have told you that, would you have, if I said, you probably listened to that song like 250 times, would you have been like, no?
No, I would have been like, yeah.
Oh, never mind. So,
I'm actually surprised it wasn't more.
goals for next year. So,
See, I do stand twice.
yes.
That was proof.
Mm-hmm.
232. I know some of you probably have a lot more.
And this time last year, I don't think you stand anybody in K-pop.
No.
Which is crazy. Does it ever drive you crazy? Just how fast the night.
God.
It is though. I don't know. Like it's not weird, but it's like I see me and you, man. Like from when I first was starting to get into K-pop, it can become very all-consuming very quickly, or at least it's like because there's so much of it, and there's so many different like little niches and subgenres, and they're not bad to look at either. So, so it becomes. Like, a lot of people say they're just in it for the music as well, which I respect because the fandom is crazy. Yeah. But there's also a lot of music, so there's just it's just you get barraged with a lot.
So, like, I don't think you understand, like, how much I love to listen to music. Like
I think I do, but...
maybe.
Yeah,
But, like, so I am always listening for new things and things that sound pleasing or, like... I have a specific style that I like in music, and I think that we have like very similar tastes.
Yeah.
So I think you understand what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
But like, that's what I'm always wanting to find is something like that.
Yeah.
Something in that style. And when I find it, it's like a rush. You know what I mean? Like it's exciting to find a new song.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
You find a new song, it's good,
Mm-hmm.
and then you look at some of the other shit and. Maybe it's good too.
Yeah.
It's just awesome.
It is. It's so awesome. That's how I felt. Well, that's how I felt with Soft Cult because I love like that sort of dream soundy shoegaze sort of sound too. And female fronted is also a bonus to me. So I don't know. And that was like my sort of like rush moment also was because it came off the heels of some random YouTube recommendation.
They're twins, right?
Yes. Yep. Phoenix and Mercedes.
Those are kick-ass names too.
Yeah, they're great.
That's awesome.
So, but sometimes, the YouTube algorithm gets it right sometimes. So, and now if like a random song just comes up on like my recommended for YouTube, I'll end up listening to it because,
Yeah.
Like sometimes you don't have to look for all the Vivo accounts for music to find good music.
No, I hit a song that, like, how like it gives you like the quick picks and stuff. I usually I'll put a quick pick on and it has like a rotation of songs. Yeah. And when I think I've heard enough there, I'll find something else, or I don't know, maybe I'll hit the explore button, whatever. So
download YouTube Music today.
It's good.
But
that was the recap, and
that was the recap. And since we're already talking about K-pop,
let's go.
There's an award show that
No.
Okay. No.
You're talking about K-pop.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And where are we talking about the K-pop? There's a specific space.
Wait, what?
A specific corner.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I don't know.
What do you don't remember Tory's K-pop corner?
Oh no, I forgot the name of my own show. Aw, Tory's K-pop
You're
corner.
canceled, dude.
Oh, Tory K-pop corner.
Could you imagine like Jerry Springer going up to a show and being like, welcome to the... Oh, shit.
What's the name of the show again?
Fuck.
Okay, well, anyway, here's the K-pop corner.
Fucking Mortal Kombat.
You said space, and I was like, I don't know what you mean. Corner would have been a better, whatever, jogger for me. But whatever, anyway. You know what? It's been a year. We can't get everything right. What?
Nothing.
Okay. Anyway.
You're fine.
Okay, good. Thanks.
You're good.
All right. There's an award show that happens. I know we just talked about, like I said, the whole my regret in life with the Grammy thing, but this one I actually care about.
No, by all means, mention another award show.
Yeah, it's called the Mama Awards, which is really funny because the name basically is it stands for Mnet, which is like a channel station in Korea. Mnet Asian Music Awards, but they're called the Mama Awards, so it's called the Mnet Asian Music Awards. So it's great. It's one of the biggest award shows in Korea, and it's ripe for fan wars, which I see nonstop. Oh, before, because they used to have a Twitter vote, if you use the hashtag Mama Vote, which I was seeing constantly. And then they decided that the Twitter votes were not going to count towards a fan vote portion of the awards. But this was in early November, and the award show just happened like the end of November.
If you were anywhere K-pop like adjacent, you were seeing nothing but fucking Mama Vote, Mama Vote hashtags everywhere, right?
Yeah, I mean, then there was some other Mama hashtags that arose after Mama as well.
Question first.
Sure.
The Mama show.
The Mama show.
The Mama show. The Mama award show. Is it multiple days?
It is now, because they're really trying to market themselves as like this super global thing. They used to, before COVID, they used to go to different countries to have the award show. So it's a 2-day, this one's a 2-day award show. They're trying to do America next year, I think, which, I don't know. We'll see how that goes.
Okay. That's all I got.
Yeah, so I won't go through the whole list of people, but basically, there was a controversial one that was called the Worldwide Fans Choice Top 10, and this was the one where you'd see Mama vote a lot. The Mama Awards have their own website where you could see the percentage by which, like, there was 20 nominated acts, including Dreamcatcher. They did not win, but that's besides the point. It's fine. It's an honor to be nominated. And there was a certain group that was in pretty high in the top 10, I think, or at least in the top 10, but didn't end up winning. Who was that, Mr. I listened to this one twice song for 200 times.
G.I.
What?
No. Relax, I know it's twice.
I know, okay.
Relax.
Hashtag Mama Rigged.
Hashtag Mama Rigged. Hashtag Respect Twice.
Yeah, respect twice.
Yeah. Which, arguably, Respect twice.
And I think the real, I guess, insult to people was that Psy won in the top 10.
Wait a second. You mean Psy, who was in the 0.01% of votes? 2,700 and some odd votes or some shit?
Yeah, he was number 20. According to the website, the Mama website. But
he was number 1.
He was number 1.
He was number 1.
So yeah, he won, and everybody else was mad. And by everybody else, I just mean Twice fans. But just whatever. And I can't even keep track. One of the high points of this award show was Soyeon from G-Idol being on the award show itself and saying, you make up awards to give to everybody just so everybody goes away with like a participation award. And it was true. Because there's some awards on here that I'm like, I don't know what this is. The fact that there's like a top 10 just so there's as many artists included as possible for this award was also sort of like, this is literally like a participation award. So, but whatever, it is what it is.
Come to our show.
Come to our show.
Yeah.
You will win, most likely.
Probably. You will win something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, hashtag respect twice.
Hashtag mama rigged.
Hashtag mama rigged. Hashtag mama lie.
Yeah, there were some really great tweets going around about mama rigged.
Oh my God.
The K-pop fans are very passionate.
See if I can find some.
Ooh, you're going to do it?
I might.
Okay. There were some where I incorrectly predicted who would win. Like a best female artist, there was Nayeon from Twice, IU, who's basically like the most famous female soloist in Korea, Taeyeon from Girls' Generation, Seulgi from Red Velvet, and Miyeon from G-Idol. And I was like, IU's gonna win this, like, hands down, and it was Nayeon. I don't know if that helped quell the mama rigged uproar, so probably not, but
I'm not gonna do it because I don't want to.
But just search mama rigged.
Yeah, mama rigged.
You will find some pretty entertaining stuff.
It's just like this award show kind of seems like a joke.
Like, I don't know. Like I said, it does kind of come off as a participation based thing. My personal favorite thing that happened, however, was Big Bang winning Best Vocal Performance Group for Still Life. They literally dropped a music video. They didn't even release it as like a physical thing. It was just a digital single, and then fucked off and just
and still won.
It's on a couple of their Korea's main streaming sites. It's still the top boy group streamed song of 2022. So
damn, that's crazy.
And
man.
they didn't promote it at all. At all. They literally left, and they like, I don't even know if they promoted it on their own like social media accounts or anything. Like they just when I say like they fucked off, they really just were like, peace out, bye, which I think is a pretty Chad move. That's pretty nice and great.
Pretty Chad move, huh?
Yeah. So although that was controversial because they beat BTS, but it's okay because BTS won 3 of the 4 major awards.
Really?
Yeah, they did.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they won Best Artist of the Year, Song, Album of the Year, and Worldwide Icon of the Year, which I'm pretty positive is also a new made-up award because I don't think that was a thing before, but maybe not. But maybe not.
A new made-up award.
Maybe. So, yeah, other noteworthy ones was Blackpink won Best Music Video for Pink Venom, which I like the music video, so I guess that's fine. And then IVE were pretty great. They won a bunch of things too, which is like crazy because they just celebrated their 1-year anniversary also. And yet they won a bunch of stuff, so good for them. Pretty rad.
I think okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got thoughts.
Sure, go. Yeah.
I did like the Pink Venom music video. Like, I thought it was good. I don't know if it's the best one out that I've seen this year. Like I just don't think it is.
It doesn't say who was nominated for it besides just them who won it, so I don't really know what the deal with that is. But
that's strange,
isn't it? Yeah, they gave me ones for every other year, so I don't know why not this year. Let me see if I can find it.
Well, I'm just thinking of like.
Oh yeah, they didn't announce any other nominees. What a weird choice.
Yeah.
Very strange.
I don't know the videos for, and this is probably like really biased, but Dreamcatcher has had like some pretty amazing videos this year.
They are more popular overseas than they are in Korea. So
okay.
It's unfortunate because they should be popular everywhere,
I
but
did not
whatever.
know that.
Yeah, there's a couple of groups like that where they're more popular overseas. It's really funny, or they're really popular in like specific countries. Like there's a co-ed group called Card, and then there's a older group called Super Junior, and they're both really, really popular in Latin America. Like really popular. And although for Super Junior it was because they were promoting with like Latin artists and stuff.
Oh, is that why they did that Spanish song?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They did a cover of I won't try to pronounce it, but it's a really great cover of a Spanish song. And Leslie Grace for Lo Siento, which was a Korean Spanish language fusion thing. So
cool.
But yeah, so Dreamcatcher is just really popular overseas because why wouldn't they be? So
why wouldn't they be like everywhere, anywhere? So
anyway, hashtag Mama Rigged.
Hashtag Mama Rigged.
And the annoying thing too is like I was kind of hyping up for myself like Big Bang only because like it's cool that they literally did the bare minimum of anything and they still got an award. Like I think that the recognition is pretty neat. But some people are like they lord it over other fandoms. And I'm going to call out BTS fans specifically again. Some of them, I'm confused by them now suddenly caring about the Grammy nomination that they have. Because when BTS was nominated for a Grammy last year, all of a sudden when they didn't win, they were saying that they were trying to use BTS for clout and calling the Grammys racist, which Grammys were racist well before BTS. But that's another story for another time. But now suddenly they're like, if you don't have a Grammy nomination, you can't talk. It's like, I thought you hated them. Like you can't have it both ways. Like it's very oddly hypocritical. And I think people do put way too much stock in the awards. Like it's cool if you win an award, like that's exciting and a recognition of a job well done, I guess. But I think people put too much value in awards. Oh yeah. As like this marker of like, don't talk to me unless you're on this level of winning this whatever award. So
yeah, it
gets obnoxious.
It's very stupid too because I don't know, award shows suck, and like good music is good music, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Just enjoy the music.
I'm sure there are plenty of artists that have awards that are fucking horrible.
Oh yeah.
It's just awful. So
if it's not, I don't know. Like sometimes I'm curious about how they judge like the criteria, although music is like extremely subjective also, so that's why it's like I don't get why this person won. It's sort of just like, well, I guess I'll never know because
the world may never know.
Yeah, unless it's based off of concrete things like I don't know, like album sales or streams or whatever. We'll never know. So
never.
But congrats to everybody who won. I'm happy for you, especially Big Bang. So they won something by doing hardly anything. Okay, that's cool. I'm happy about it. It's funny. I think it's funny.
No, it is. It's like you said, it's a boss ass move.
And G-Idol won something while also dissing the award show they were on. That's also pretty funny. So
shit. Fucking Soyeon is
she's a beast.
A powerhouse.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
She's great.
Something else happened in K-pop, right?
Oh, a couple things. So I know how you feel about Hyuna.
Yeah.
And she, for a very long time, was engaged to Dawn, formerly of Pentagon, is the name of their group, the group that he was in. They had been dating since 2016, and they were engaged in this year. Never mind, I thought it was longer than that. They broke up, guys.
Damn.
Love is dead.
Love it. Hashtag love is dead.
Hashtag love is dead.
Hashtag.
It is kind of sad though, because like dating and idol culture, like idols are, and I think this also can extend to anywhere. Like I think even One Direction, if like Zayn, when they found out Zayn was dating what's her name, Perry from Little Mix. See, I know things. Some fans were probably mad that he was no longer single for them because the idea of singers that are targeted for a younger generation is that like, I don't know, they're always obtainable because they're always like single, and so when they're singing about love songs, you can kind of project yourself into it. And this isn't the case. I'm not like saying this for all younger music fans, but that's
saying like it's a common practice, right?
Yeah, for idols in particular. Same with Japan, which is why they have like those no dating clauses. Yeah.
It's really weird.
It's very weird. I find it very weird when like I guess I get it for, and I don't like the idea of underage idols, but they exist and that's whatever.
Yeah.
I understand like a no dating thing for when they're still minors. I feel like that's kind of a slippery slope sometimes. But if they're like in their mid-20s and they're singing love songs and their company doesn't let them date, it's like
fucking weird.
So weirdly disingenuous. It's like, I don't know. But
it's bizarre. And it's also bizarre to like, I guess as kids we've all maybe done it, but like it's bizarre to think about a singer and like them for more than just like strictly their music. Like not in terms of like liking them for maybe their stances or like what they do with their lives, but I mean like liking them to like maybe date them or like
that's why the whole thing about being
it's just so weird to me.
Like there have been idols that have gotten canceled essentially for dating someone or announcing they're going to get married to somebody. Shotgun weddings are still a pretty common practice in some Asian countries because because the idea is like you want to have the child grow up with like a united couple. Yeah. There's been 2 K-pop idols I can think of who have had shotgun weddings. Oh my God. Which it's seen, I don't know. It's sort of, I don't know. Usually the joke is like if an idol announces like really suddenly that they're getting married, the joke is like, who did they get pregnant or whatever.
Yep.
But anyway, so for Hyuna and Dawn, they spoke up that they were dating in a culture that inherently wants them to be single presenting commodities. And this is off the heels of their company being like, no, they're not dating. And then they were just like, lol, psych. And then they got kicked out of their company. And then they started being more like open in public, like posting on Instagram, going on like shows together and stuff. So they really were like, hate this term, but they really were like paving the way for like normalizing something that is normal, which is relationships. So it is kind of a bummer that like in the end, I was gonna say in the end it didn't really matter, but that's a Linkin Park song. Anyway, not that it didn't matter, I guess, but I don't know. I thought they were. I know your feelings about them, but I liked them together, so
it still matters.
Yeah, I think they did. Like
because, like you said, it's an important thing. It should be normalized, and maybe other people will see their example and they'll be able to be like, yeah, we're dating too, and it's fine.
Idols date all the time in secret. They date each other because they hardly see anybody else. That's probably Twice has dated people. There's a girl who in Girls' Generation, she's been with her boyfriend for like 6 years or something. It's very adorable. So that stuff should be normalized. I don't know. It just seems weird to me that it's not.
It is.
So I feel sad because Love is dead because Hyuna and Dawn broke up. But I hope they're happy, I guess. How do you feel about it?
No, I hope they're happy too.
Okay. But how do you feel about it on like the Dawn level? I know you had your beef with him.
I never had beef with him.
I don't really.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
I don't
listen to a Dawn song.
I don't want to.
Why? Watch the ping pong music video.
No, I don't need to do that.
Why?
I don't want to play this ping pong.
Wrong song. It's the wrong song. Oh my God. But anyway, so that's more sad news. And then other sad news, Luna is dying, I guess. Luna. Stan talent.
Chuna.
Stan Luna. Chuna. Yeah. So Luna had a whole thing with one of their members. She got booted from the group. They said it was because of abusing staff. And the equivalent I can think to this for this particular girl, Chu, who is literally known for being like the most pleasant person on planet Earth. Was like if Bob Barker was found to have abused animals or something. It's like this antithesis of something that he's known for. So immediately after her company kicked her out and said she had been abusing staff verbally, I'm assuming. I don't think she was like hitting anybody, certainly. So dozens of like writers and producers and people who worked with her on sets and things came to her defense and said that she was really pleasant even when she was working like 12-hour days, and she was like that they didn't understand where these accusations were coming from. but their company's doubling down weirdly. And rumor has it that 9 of her other group mates are trying to leave the company. It's
God.
this masterclass destruction of like how to lose.
And Luna is what, 12?
Yeah.
So 9 of them want to leave? Holy
Yeah.
shit.
So the 2 of them, one of them is acting as some sort of like commentator for the FIFA World Cup. So they're thinking that she has to fulfill her obligation before she can follow suit.
Gotcha.
And then one of them's from Hong Kong. So there's like a visa issue there. That's the proposed reason, because it's for those 2 in particular. So
that's for anyone who thinks that they might be holding out. It's because of those.
That's what they're thinking.
Right?
But like the majority of that entire group supposedly wanting to also jump ship because they felt like what was happening was unfair is really, I don't know, I find it really badass and really cool if it's
That's
true.
awesome.
The company has really been trying to save face and saying that that's not true. So it is what it is. But
I mean, Luna's pretty big too, huh?
yeah. I think they might also be another one where they're more popular overseas. You know, and the whole meme of like Stan Talent, Stan Luna, you know. But yeah, it's such a weird, like, it's sort of like Elon Musk with Twitter. Like it's I've never seen a company completely like tank their reputation so fast. It's nuts. And basically what they're saying now is like, we accused Chu, balls in your court, you got to say you didn't and go, cuz like they're like, we want to protect our staff and we don't want to make them relive this experience again or whatever, like some stupid crap like that. So now Chu is trying to like lawyer up and, you know, defend herself. Yeah.
She really should. You just sue the fuck out of them.
Yeah. She has a YouTube channel called Chu Can Do It.
Chu Can Do It. Chu Can Sue It.
Yes. That's the new one. Chu Can Sue It. Because it's so dumb. It's like, I don't know. It's such a lame argument if
Can I tell you something?
you're accusing someone with no proof. Yeah.
Because we talked about this a little bit last episode, right? Mm-hmm. So I had to look up for the last video that I just edited. I had to look up pictures.
Oh, okay.
Of Chu.
Yeah.
So you had mentioned Chu Can Do It in the other episode too, and you've mentioned Chu Can Sue It. Mm-hmm. So I typed in Chu Can Do It / Chu Can Sue It, and a picture came up of a K-pop thread post.
Okay.
Oh no. It was a Reddit. I'm sorry.
Oh,
it was
okay.
a Reddit. Led to a link on YouTube for her channel where somebody left a comment that said, "Can you do a video of you killing somebody with a rock?"
Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Isn't it crazy?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck kind of comment is that? I saved it because I wanted to show
Good.
it.
Good.
A real ass photo, but holy shit, man.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. But yeah. But anyway, yeah. It's so dumb. I don't know. And she was like pretty much their biggest, like, she was pretty much the most well-known person of the group. And I mean, there's a few more like shady things going on behind the scenes that it was like maybe she wasn't getting paid for like the gigs she was doing or whatever. Oh yeah, because they're saying that she owes money also, to just put a cherry on top, because they're trying to be like, we never wanted to have this happen and but by the way, she owes this much money. It's like, yeah, again, you can't have both, can't be both,
can't be both.
So that's all I got for fun K-pop, Tory's K-pop corner. Very long K-pop corner, very music heavy this episode, I think, and we're not even done yet.
It's a 1-year anniversary, and primarily all we talk about is music. I mean,
yeah, it was the basis for starting.
Not
this
primarily,
podcast,
but
so.
I mean, like, it's a heavy
part,
shared interest.
Yeah.
So, all right, so that's Chu Can Do It.
Yes, Chu can do it. I believe in you.
Nice job, Chu.
Believe in Chu. Hey. So, but yeah, we're not done talking about music people yet, huh?
I don't think so.
No, there's
you want to get into that, or you want to do the good one?
No, let's have it be like what I used to hear in college is a compliment sandwich, or like you start with something good and then you get to the critique and then you sandwich it with something good.
Okay.
Let's just get to the meat of of the crazy things that's been happening this week.
So this week, okay, it actually started on Thanksgiving, I think it was Thanksgiving Day.
Okay.
All right. This is gonna be a whole segment about fucking Kanye West. Okay?
All right, here the Kanye West segment.
Yeah, it's great. So he shows up to Mar-a-Lago to have dinner, like Thanksgiving dinner with President Trump. All right.
Yeah.
He shows up with an entourage, which include the likes of Milo Yiannopoulos, who is a famed alt-right conservative. Obviously, they're alt-right.
The kids are alt-right.
He was gay at one point, but has since renounced that. Like, he was married too. He basically got shit canned by the GOP after he defended pedophilia.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I'm sorry. I'm going to do that over. He basically got shit canned by, I think it was Breitbart.
Okay.
When he defended fucking pedophilia.
Great.
Yeah, he's a great person.
All right.
Anyways.
Okay.
So he's part of the crew.
The Ye crew.
Yeah.
Cool.
The Ye crew, which also includes the likes of admitted Nazi Nick Fuentes, I think.
Is he admitted Nazi?
Yeah. Like, a lot of the shit
I don't know much about him, so.
Just a lot of the shit he says is very, very...
anti-Semitic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just plain and simple. Mm-hmm. He like... There's a video of him refuting the amount of deaths that were... that occurred in the Holocaust. And you can look up the video.
I'm just going to take your word for it.
It exists. It sounds crazy, but...
Yeah.
What he was doing was he was comparing... He was trying to compare it to baking cookies and, like, was going through the math that way. Like, oh, if you put this many cookies on a baking sheet, put them in an oven, actually 4 ovens. Like, it's pretty fucking
comparing
awful.
Any...
It's
I'm not
fucking
even gonna
awful, man.
Go there.
He's also... He's a huge racist. Like, he's just this fucking, like, amalgam of, like, racism and anti-Semitism and just the worst traits of humanity rolled into one person. He has openly argued for segregation. Mm-hmm. Like, he thinks it's fine.
He thinks it's fine. Great.
Yeah.
Cool.
He's like, so fucking what? Like, you had to drink out of a different water fountain? So fucking what? Like,
oh my god.
He's pretty unhinged.
Why do these people still exist today? That's so obnoxious.
Because they're fucked, man. They
are. Get your priorities straight.
Completely fucked.
If they're not bothering you specifically, who cares?
Anyways, he's palling around with Ye.
Great.
They go to meet Donald Trump. They have Thanksgiving dinner. Because Trump is fucking stupid. He had dinner with an alt-right Nazi, and then everyone was giving him shit about it. Mm-hmm. So he had to pretend like he didn't know who some of the people were.
Oh my god.
He's like, oh, I didn't know anything about Nick Fuentes at all.
That goes through... So there was a tweet going around saying that goes through, like, Secret Service and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, for sure. Like he's got lifetime protection. So
it's not like you can have a +1 like drop in randomly.
Yeah.
That sort of stuff has to get approved.
It doesn't happen anymore. Like it just won't.
Jesus Christ. All right.
People are calling kind of like what Kanye is doing. They're calling this like team of people like Milo, Kanye, and Nick Fuentes the career suicide squad.
I mean, especially for Kanye, I feel like all these other people's reputations sort of preceded them, but...
Oh, no. They're fucked. But, like, for Kanye, like, I don't know if there's bouncing back from this. Like, I really don't.
I feel like his point of no return was... I mean, I probably also sooner, but it should have definitively been with that whole... you know, what the...
Yeah, the DEFCON 6.
Yeah, or, you know, because we lost him all the sponsors. Like, that should have been it. I don't know, but whatever.
Listen,
it's fine.
okay.
Yeah. But he's a genius.
So, right?
It's fine. He's a genius.
The reason he was even doing this is because he's planning to run for president in 2024. Oh my God. And he was actually going over to Mar-a-Lago to ask Trump to be his VP.
Oh, what an honor!
I know. So
that's actually a very difficult choice. It's like, who would if I had a gun to my head, who would I want for president, Kanye or Trump? Right. That's actually a very difficult decision.
Fucking Kobayashi Maru. that. Listen, that's the end of the tale.
Is it?
No.
Yeah.
It's fucking not. Because he's been doing the anti-Semitic run, like, on all these podcasts. He's just going on these podcasts and being like, yeah, I fucking hate Jews. I fucking hate Jews. And it's
specifically which podcast got the most traction?
He went on Alex Jones the other day, and it was, like, fucking really weird.
InfoWars.
But he went on, like, with... You've seen him before with that ski
with
mask
the black
he wears, right?
Yeah. Oh, and then the Yoo-hoo that was sitting on the drink, which I'm sure they're really great to have associated with him.
Yeah, right? Right out in the open.
Label out.
Yahoo.
Yahoo. What is it? Yoo-hoo, whatever. Anyway.
He is losing his mind. So he went on Alex Jones podcast.
As you do.
Famed Sandy Hook denier.
Now personally bankrupt human being.
Good.
The least that could have happened from
He was
this.
already morally bankrupt, so.
Now it matches.
Yeah.
Matches his personality.
All right. Totally true. And so he went on Alex Jones's show, and I've never thought this in my life, but when I was watching the clips of him and, like, going through the entirety of that video and shit.
Did you actually go through the entirety?
Well, I watched Hassan's stream, so, like, he was watching it.
Yeah,
so I was watching it.
Mm-hmm.
And he fucking crazy. He was saying, like, this crazy shit. He was just saying, I don't like the Jews. They called me an anti-Semite, which he is. And he literally was like, oh, people say bad shit about Hitler, but he did good things. He literally did, like,
I see good things about Hitler, he said.
There were some good things about Hitler.
He made highways.
He actually literally said that he liked Hitler. He's like, I like Hitler. He, like, really drew it out to make the point.
And when you see Alex Jones hesitating with agreeing with an extreme point like
Didn't
that,
he seem like kind of normal in that one?
Isn't that
by comparison
crazy?
I was going to say that
Alex Jones on his own show is not like the looniest sounding person on that show. That's like, I feel like he should get some sort of like accomplishment sort of award, Kanye. Like, that's a big achievement.
Yeah.
To sound loonier than Alex InfoWars Jones.
Alex InfoWars Jones.
I'm calling him by his full government name.
It's a crazy point we've reached in history. Like,
yeah.
You know, like,
go ahead.
No.
Nope. No, you.
No, you.
Oh, no, you.
Fuck. You know how I talked about, like, a couple podcasts ago, like, how we've branched off in, like, 2016 and went to, like, fucking crazy land and shit?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, it's still going, man.
Yeah.
Every fucking moment, there's a new goddamn twist and turn. It's awful.
And so, okay, so, like, I didn't see the tweet that supposedly now got Kanye suspended from Twitter again. Yeah.
It was something anti-Semitic.
It was, people kept saying it was, like, the Star of David with the swastika.
It was.
Okay, I didn't see the tweet, so.
Yeah. It was Star of David, but clearly inside the Star of David was a swastika. Like, and that's what got him fucking...
I love Elon being like, I tried to save him. It's like, this is not like a friend who was trying to jump off a bridge or something. It's like, no saving. Stop being so personally attached to these causes and run the website well for once.
No, but it's not even that. He's just saving his ass because, like, he agrees with him. Like,
well, didn't they hang out like last month together too?
Yeah, they're like in a photo together. They clearly hang out and share ideas. Like, it's so fucking disingenuous. Like, his whole personality sucks. Like, it's just the fucking worst personality ever. And it's so sad because he tries so hard to be funny and with it and, like, so hip. And he's such a fucking tool, man.
Birds of a feather. So
right, both.
But so. I don't know. What was really funny, because, you know, Twitter copes in ways of, like, dark humor and stuff.
Sure.
He made graduation was a term that was trending on Twitter. Yeah. Because for the last anti-Semitic thing that Kanye did, people were, like, sharing pictures, like, meme pictures of people crying with the words, like, when he made graduation.
Yep.
So.
I was one of those fucking people, but I was tweeting it.
That's how we cope, y'all. So yeah, no, Kanye anti-Semite confirmed.
Confirmed. Anti-Semite arc starts now.
Yeah, and I mean, I never actively sought out Kanye's music before, but that's one of those cases of like that I really wouldn't be able to separate the art from the artist. If he really wants to ever release new stuff, have fun with that. I don't want to be involved. So
just horrible. Like the worst part of it is when you see him like surrounded by these fucking tool bags like Milo and Nick Fuentes and all that kind of shit. It's so obvious to anyone else who's watching them like that he's just being played.
Yeah,
it's so evident.
Yeah,
like
I was seeing that too at the same time because like it's very apparent that, or maybe is it even maybe confirmed that Kanye has like mental like health
he has, like,
issues,
bipolar or something like that.
That's not a justification.
No, never
for
is.
You actively tweeting out like any sort of anti-Semitic imagery or remarks or going onto a show and declaring that Hitler was a good guy, like. Yeah.
You think like how long has he actually thought this? Like,
I mean, there is a part of me that does think he was influenced somewhat, but he is like Milo and Nick are not like shoving a hand up his butt and making him speak the words that he is saying. Like Kanye has full agency over what he is saying, and that's the problem.
One of the craziest things Kanye did in that interview was he had this net in his hand. Okay, he had a net, like an orange net, like for a pool, or not a pool, for like a fish tank.
Okay, I heard about this. Only that he had a net, but
he had a net. Okay, and he called the net netting. Okay, and that was for.
That was why it was trending on Twitter too. I didn't realize it was connected.
For Bibi Netanyahu, who was the prime minister of Israel.
Oh,
so he was
right.
Another Jew thing, like it's,
again, no matter how much he may have his like ideals warped by these far right extreme people, I don't think like I guarantee the conversation wasn't Milo being like, hey, be funny, call this net and go put it on the Alex Jones show, lol. Or whatever.
It's that shit is like totally shit that like Nick Fuentes would do because he thinks it's funny. Yeah. He's just like stupid fucking like 4chan wannabe
edgelord.
Loser. Yeah, exactly. That's what he is. His whole personality is that. Same thing with Milo. It's like the same way. So like they are really like birds of a feather there. Yeah. Just awful people.
But I mean, and no matter how my political views align, there are certain things that I would like to think that we all could come together and agree on, such as anti-Semitism bad. Yeah. Holocaust bad.
Yeah. Well,
declaring your like of Hitler bad. Very bad.
It's weird because it's not weird, but it's like
disappointing.
No. Okay. So it's also disappointing too, but it's also like the right is basically akin to fascism in the sense that like their ideals line up with Nazis and fascists. So they're warping Kanye to think this way and to be this way and to say these things. Yeah. And then they're admonishing him for saying it because like they're not supposed to say that out loud. It's something that it's just kind of understood on the right. It's and I know a lot of people would be like, no, we're not racist against Jews, or we're not anti-Semitic, but like the things that their ideals and their proponents, they are inherently like racist. So,
and I don't get why it has to be so extreme in the division either. It was not this extreme of a division between left and right like 50 years ago. There were people on the right who did agree with like abortion and stuff, or people on the left who maybe agreed with certain like maybe things with guns or whatever. But now it's like, God forbid you stray from like that one point. You're not really politically aligned like you say you are. It's very odd. I don't know. It's just nothing in the world ever is that starkly like black and white ever. So I don't know. It's just
everybody is shades of gray, but I think, like you said, it's pretty much at this point, like there's not a lot of middle ground anymore, and at this point people have chosen sides, and like this topic of anti-Semitism is one where you really can't choose a side. Like you just have
that
to
one
be
is a
on
black and white topic.
Very,
I think
very black and white.
there are some that I think are very black and white, but whatever. So
that one definitely, we should all agree is like atrocious, horrible. Don't do it.
Yeah. So I don't know. It makes me nervous though, because there are still people who do like follow and look up to Kanye. He does have an influence over people.
Yeah,
and he's preaching a lot of very dangerous sentiments.
He could easily like do an Andrew Tate thing, but worse because he's fucking Kanye.
So I don't know. Will he run for president? I don't know. I guess stranger things have happened. Trump was president once, so
it would be kind of funny to see a fucking three-way like split between fucking DeSantis, Trump, and Kanye. That'd be fucking hilarious. That'd be hilarious.
In a political race or like a gladiator battle.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Anyways,
so yeah,
he's racing like Elon's racing to like speed run and fuck up his PB on Twitter. Kanye's doing that for life. Like he's running through his marriage. He ran through his marriage. He's gonna get divorced. Like now he's gonna fucking.
Yeah, you know what? Good for Kim Kardashian. Good for her. Glad that they're not together anymore.
No.
I'm sure. No. I mean, I don't know if maybe the divorce perpetuated this like.
It didn't help.
De-escalation.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe it was just something she. I mean, I'm assuming that this sort of behavior was a contributing factor to maybe their divorce. And I don't really pay attention to the Kardashians. I don't really care. But like with how he's acting now, this wasn't just something that happened overnight.
No, it's.
And that's why. But it's also tough to say because he has mental health issues. But at the same time, again, they can't. He's
not taking his meds though, man. Like he's just not on that. He's on the whole like meds are destroying me. Like blah,
and he's
blah,
not
blah.
being, but he's also not being held accountable, which is a very dangerous thing too. So
no, he's not being held accountable by anybody.
Cool, these like big name people are not sponsoring him or Yeezys or whatever anymore. But like, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of the bare minimum of accountability, and only just by distancing just be like, nope, not us.
He's gonna have to like lose it all, and I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, and this is like trigger warning, but like, I think he's gonna kill himself. I'm pretty sure.
I feel like it's gonna take a lot if he ever does like reverse his stances and like bounce back. It's gonna take something very serious. I don't know about the death or suicide or anything like that, but maybe just something equally like devastating to him personally, because otherwise it's like, oh, I lost my deal with Yeezys, let me just waltz into Skechers. Like, dude's like, I don't care. So it's gonna take something.
He did try to get into Skechers.
Yeah, no, yeah, I know,
like, but showed up.
But so I mean, like him losing sponsors, he just like bounces back like it was nothing. Dude's already nearly, I'm assuming, close to a billionaire. I don't know his net worth, but
no, he was a billionaire.
Oh, he was a billionaire, and then he lost his like sponsorships and things like that.
Yeah, with Adidas.
And a fashion line that I can't remember the name of.
Balenciaga.
It was Balenciaga. Okay. And then he became a multimillionaire. Oh no.
Oh no.
It's hard out here.
But yeah,
I think it's gonna take something that is personally devastating to him. And again, the theory's been thrown around that like this was all been perpetuated by the loss of his mom too, which is
but it's past that like you should have been getting help, man.
Right. But
now it's like at a totally unacceptable place. This is like, if you have mental health issues, which hey, I have tons of them, right? Mm-hmm. You get help.
Yeah.
Go get help because you need to. It's responsible. It's only gonna help yourself and everyone around you in the long run.
Yeah.
And like, if he really truly cares about like his kids and their future, or if he ever wanted
his kids are gonna see this.
Yeah, like it's
if they haven't already.
It's an awful fucking image.
Yeah.
Awful image.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's going down the road. He's like becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's
also strange to me too, because like his wife and kids are also like Armenian. We're an oppressed group of people.
Was that what Kim Kardashian is?
Yeah, she's Armenian.
I had no idea.
Yeah. It's very odd that he is like actively spewing hate against a group that has had repression and hate spewed against them.
Yeah.
When his wife and because he only has only two of his kids are biologically theirs, I think. But they are partly Armenian, which is an oppressed
Yeah.
people. It's just odd. I don't know. Like,
it's very, very, very strange. I don't understand why he's doing it. It doesn't.
No, nobody does.
And I don't know. Like, at this point, if you stand with him, I think you just you fucking lose like entirely.
There's a point where it's like you don't stop doing it for the meme. Like, okay, cool. Oh, you're so edgy because you follow Kanye.
Yeah.
Lol. It's like there's people. His subreddit was hilarious after all that stuff came out. They started becoming Swifties.
I saw that. We've had a good run.
Yeah, there were some people though who were genuinely like, I feel really bad for like how I treated Taylor Swift from like the VMAs and stuff, and it's like it sucks that like that's what it took for people to
realize that they were shitty.
To realize that they were bashing this girl who didn't deserve it at the time.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's yeah. So
anyone normal realized that, but yeah. Fandoms are fandoms, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know that, right?
I do, but there's a limit.
There is.
I think people should be held accountable for things, including K-pop people.
True.
Some of them, they're not all saints. So
he definitely needs to be held accountable. He's saying like really, really fucked up, shitty things. He's not leaving a good impression for his kids. I don't know
what it will take.
What it would take to make this right again, or if he even could. I think it's done. Like he's just gonna go down the path. He won't win the presidency.
God, no, he won't. No.
Well, actually, last time we said that, fucking Donald Trump got elected, but
like he's not gonna get, unlike Trump, he's not gonna get backed by like
white people.
Yeah, well, or like the GOP or just anybody. Like he's not gonna get backed by people in political, like significant political standing.
Maybe not.
No, he won't.
But
I'll eat like 3 Fireball candies if that ever is
president.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or 4, if 1 for each year he's president.
Gotcha.
But I don't, because reflecting on this 1-year anniversary when we first started our original podcast. When we were the day before the 2016 election, we were like, "There's no way Trump will be president." Good night, lol. So
right, yeah.
It was a shitty thing to wake up to at 2:30 in the morning reading the election results. But anyway, whatever.
Fucking weird.
So yeah, in case we didn't make it clear, we are not for anything that Kanye has been doing or saying or whatever. And just because he made graduation don't mean shit. So H.P. Lovecraft created Call of Cthulhu, and yet he was a very racist man too.
Yeah.
Look up the name of his dog.
I think it was Cat.
Whatever. Look up the name of H.P. Lovecraft's pet. I'm not saying it. So.
No.
But yeah. So whatever. But anyway.
He made graduation, man.
You can't use
he
that
made
anymore.
graduation, man.
Can't use that anymore. That is no longer a valid thing for anything ever. Ever.
All right, I'm tired of talking about Kanye West and Nick Fuentes
too.
and fucking Nazis.
Yeah, so let's
talk about
let's end with something good because I know when we started and we're nearing the end. So
this is the end.
So we're gonna talk about something that we care about and
let's talk about it.
Makes us happy, maybe depending on what happens.
I think it'll be good, but go ahead.
It's me, Mario. That's not the voice.
It fucking is.
So anyway, the Mario trailer dropped.
Yeah, the full, like the longer one that was about like 2 minutes or something.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Okay, I want to point out some tweets that I was seeing too.
Point them out.
So Peach is like an actual character and not a damsel in distress. But there was some like stupid incel Twitter post going around about like, oh, suddenly you put like female leads in pants and whatever, and you make them like girl bosses or something. This like just weird take on her. It's like there's no winning. It's either like she has a character and she gets bashed for it, or she doesn't have a character and she gets bashed for it. So I'm glad she has a character. There was another one that somebody was saying that there was leftist propaganda because Mario was driving on Rainbow Road, this thing that has existed in his video games for decades. So but But no, it's got to be part of the gay agenda. God forbid. You don't look up at the sky when there's after a rainstorm when there's a rainbow, because that might make you gay. Like, I don't understand it, but whatever.
What are all these woke weather patterns today, huh?
These woke weather patterns.
Woke weather patterns.
Oh my god. But yeah, so those are some of the extreme sides of the reactions to the trailer. Most of all the negative was just criticizing Chris Pratt, which I'm
here for that.
It didn't. Man, I'm really not convinced. I think I liked everybody else's performance in it. I thought Charlie Day, and I figured just voice wise of how I know him, like that he'd be a good fit for Luigi.
Yeah,
and he didn't have a lot of voice lines, but what he did, it was like I picture that, I get it.
Yeah.
I like that the Toads aren't all like the same sounding voice. There are some with higher pitched voices, but having Keegan-Michael Key as like the main Toad, I think is a good choice.
It is a great choice.
Because he can pitch his voice up a little bit, but it doesn't sound like hello or whatever, like really obnoxious. Jack Black was always going to be great as Bowser.
Yeah, I think he's great.
Yeah, and the redesign for Donkey Kong was crazy. That was an interesting one.
I still liked it though.
No, I do too.
I wish you would have gotten to hear Seth Rogen.
Yeah, so I don't know if I'm totally convinced by Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong either, but I didn't hear much of him, so
we haven't heard anything at all.
I think there was like some grunting, maybe, because he was like bashing Mario's face in or whatever.
You know what? I'll watch it again.
Yeah, watch it again and again and again. What did you think of it?
No, I thought it was really cool, and it seems like it's pretty much confirmed. They're like, this Mario was from the real world, and then he somehow gets.
Yeah, because they showed a shot of him like being an actual plumber as well.
Yeah, he was in like the Mario Brothers truck. Because Bowser made a joke about like, hey, it says Mario Brothers, like.
Oh yeah.
Not Luigi Brothers. Haha.
Haha. It's because his last name is Mario. You guys don't understand.
Mario.
Cuomo. And Luigi Mario. The Mario Cuomo bridge.
So anyways, I thought it was great. They showed off a lot of cool things. The voice for that Chris Pratt used is just his regular fucking voice with a little bit of an Italian flair to it. It makes no difference anyways.
It sounded a little like New Yorker-ish at times too, though.
Yeah.
I don't feel like there's a full grasp on.
When I say Italian, I mean like a New York Italian. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Wow. Not all Italians, dude. Wow.
I know.
Wow.
I really shouldn't, but
wow.
So I'm from New York. I can.
Okay. Fine. It's only okay when I say it.
It's only okay. Anyways, there's like a sequence where it looks like maybe Peach is trying to like introduce Mario to like how things work in the world.
Yeah.
And it looks like World 1-1 from Super Mario Bros.
Yeah, the worlds were cool. Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
The one thing that made me totally not sold on Chris Pratt was that sequence too when he kept falling and his like yell voice as he was falling was just Chris Pratt.
I know.
I don't know.
He tried to do the Mario voice, like the Mario like Wahoo, remember that?
He did. I liked the Wahoo. That was my favorite part because he was actually trying. So
it was kind of cringy though, man. It was kind of bad.
It was a really weird choice when Mario like was surrounded by a bunch of Yoshis and he just like held his hands out, especially near the blue Yoshi that really seemed to trust him. But
they really need to add that as a reference.
God, I hope so.
Please, God.
They have to know it's a meme by now, right?
Yeah, come on, man. So. Just do it.
Just do it.
Dance Monkey.
Oh my God, that stupid song.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I like the stance. It kind of reminded me of Wreck-It Ralph, where it was like this, or even like Nightmare Before Christmas, where it was like this introduction of someone from a totally different world into like this new one. Which is a really great like film storytelling technique for film of like the viewer are also being introduced to this world, even though like 4 out of every 5 people know about Mario. So it is what it is. But
Mario's huge. But anyways, it seems like they're trying to pay homage to the like 90. Is it 91, 92 film with Bob Hoskins? Oh, yeah. I've never seen that movie in full, but it looks like a fun time. We'll watch it one day.
Yes.
It's not good.
No, I'm not going into it with the expectation that it's good.
Well, I did when I was a kid, so that's...
Well, that you got suckered in. Don't make fun of me.
Child.
Similar to the way that me and millions of others got suckered into watching Kangaroo Jack. It's the same thing. It's a marketing
it's a 1-year anniversary. You want to talk about Butterfinger BBs a little bit?
Oh my god, they need to bring those back too. Listen, don't get me started. I won't stop. But anyway, Mario movie's coming out in April 2023. Yeah. Missed opportunity for it to be Mario Day. Yeah, which was cool. March 13th.
March 10th.
10th?
Yeah, MAR. 10.
Oh, I thought it was the 13th. I don't know. Hold on.
It's March 10th. This is the day before.
I'm checking for my own self because I don't believe myself. So, but
because the 1 and the 0 look like an I and an O.
It is March 10th. But I think it was the 13th. That's so weird. Whatever. It's not in March, so a little bit of a missed opportunity there, but that's fine. So
that's fine. Yeah, I'm excited to see it. Yeah, I'm excited to watch it. Yeah. Another movie, real quick, before we go. I want to see Violent Night.
Oh my god, yeah.
It came out on Friday.
All right, so I love Stranger Things, and the casting for the Santa is the deputy in Stranger Things, which I think is amazing casting. I think it's totally fitting, and screw you, Avatar 2. I don't care.
That came out too, right?
That's coming out around the same time. I will never care.
Damn.
If it wasn't for all the hype with it being James Cameron and it being like super high gloss graphics, like nobody would care. Like the story is not anything new or anything.
You know what he had the audacity to say?
Oh God, no! What?
He said, because the film's like 3 hours plus, like it's a long ass fucking movie.
It's stupid long. Why are movies so long? I don't have the attention span for that. But I'm sorry. Yeah, what did he say?
So basically, he's like, "Oh yeah, get up and use the bathroom anytime. You'll see the part that you missed next time you come back."
That is like the clear sign that you need to cut stuff out. What kind of way of marketing your film is that?
Piss break. But anyways,
oh my God. But yeah, instead of seeing Avatar 2 and sitting on your butt for 3 hours, go see Violent Night, because that looks like fun. I love like holiday movies that don't take themselves too seriously. So,
anyways, 1 year.
1 year.
Do you have something that you want to say at the conclusion of the 1 year podcast show?
Nothing different from the usual. It would just be a thank you for watching this 1 year anniversary episode / dunking on Kanye episode of the LEM'n'TEA podcast. And thank you if you've been watching either from the first episode or second, third, etc., or if you're just watching now. If YouTube's algorithm brought you here, we appreciate you. And if you like what you heard, subscribe. Get us to 30.
30, please.
30 for the 30 somethings. Let's go.
You got to do it before you turn 31.
Yeah. Otherwise I disappear like Spider-Man in Infinity War.
I don't feel so good. And that'll be our channel. Just
yeah. And now I disappear. So
that's right.
No pressure. I'm just saying. Or you can follow us on Twitter or TikTok. I'm switching the order of our promotions because why not? I'll post things on TikTok in due time. But subscribe because it's lit here, yo.
How do you do?
Appealing to the youth. But yeah, no, thank you for watching, and any and all support we get, we appreciate. It makes it worthwhile to do. So
yes,
and that's all I got.
Wow.
What about you?
That was a lot. I was not.
Oh, sorry.
No, I wasn't saying in a bad way. I'm just saying like, yeah. I like doing the podcast. I really love it. It's a lot of fun. I've had a ton of fun this past year, just chilling and speaking on a variety of topics.
Yeah.
We've done a lot. We did a whole fucking game show.
Yes.
Fucking game show, man. We put that out there too. Like
we did.
I'm very proud of that.
We had fun here.
I don't know. It's been incredible.
Yeah.
It's been quite the ride. I hope it continues to go on. I know it will. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. It's just, I'm happy to be here.
I am too. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Follow us on our individual socials. Twitch.tv/UnoLumo for his solo gigs. Also, Twitter. Well, Twitter.com/UnoLumo. My side hustle.
Twitter. At Twitch.
Twitter.com/UnoLumo also because he's a man of consistency with his URLs and I am not.
Well, I will give your URLs regardless. Okay.
Okay. Let's go.
So you can find Tory at youtube.com/AsARatsFlame. 2 E's in the end. Or, if you're so inclined, find her on Twitter. twitter.com/trippy deaths. TRIPPYDESU.
The U is silent.
I don't know why I went on that William Shatner bend there.
That was like very like Captain's log. We are finishing the episode. Yeah. When I'm not on private on Twitter, I like to think I'm a fun person.
Well, you're not on private right now, right?
I'm not.
Join up.
Yeah.
Join up and talk about Big Bang and all their wins, all their W's and
W's in the chat.
And talk about all their
still lives.
Losers.
Oh, okay. There you go. I see what you're doing.
L's.
Or go to twitch.tv/unalemo and talk about Batman all day, every day. The Robert Pattinson universe.
God damn it.
The RPCU.
RPCU.
The Robert Pattinson Cinematic Universe. Yeah.
Oh, hell, Jesus.
It rolls right off the tongue. So.
It does.
Yeah. So, but anyway.
All right. Okay.
Ah, you did it. I didn't do it this time. Yay. We've come full circle.
Yeah.
Thank you. And here's to another year at least.
Yes. And also next episode will be the Christmas episode or the holiday episode.
The holiday.
Sorry,
we're all inclusive. So
we're fighting the war against Christmas. So that's why we're saying it. That's why I'm saying that. Sorry about that.
Yeah. It's our
Fuck
agenda.
Christmas.
Okay. Well. All right. But not really. But anyway. Bye.
Peace.
Peace.